Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot. Welcome back once again to Civilization 6. We're continuing our Let's Play as the Germans on Deity. And we're doing it on a continents map, which, strangely enough, gave me my own massive continent, which I proceeded to take right over. Until first the Vikings came, and then the Romans came. Now the Romans, they stabbed me in the back and took my capital. And then I took it back, and apparently this happens at the moment when you get a city through a deal. But then later on it didn't when I took Plymouth through a deal. So, fun things that come along with the summer patch. I'm hoping that that stuff's going to get ironed out. Either, maybe it's already been ironed out, and that's why I could get Plymouth, and if not... well, we'll see. Hopefully a fall patch will be along either way. So, let's continue on. Let's get to the next turn. Just about have ourselves some rocketry. So, probably a lot of building's going to be going on here right now. We also have a great scientist, which I think we can get just through regular means. Although if I have nothing else to do with my... if I have nothing else to do with my faith, I may just rush by him. Mbemba Zinga finished Brazil's stadium. Very good for them. Makes Mombasa Congo a very tempting target. Unfortunately, I'm mostly a naval empire at this point because I own my entire continent. Now that I have rocketry, I think I'm gonna jump back into the industrial age, grab economics. Heidenberg. So we've got 2 submarines here, thanks to the Venetian arsenal. We'll combine those. And what do we want to do in this city now? The lighthouse is tempting, but I'm not sure if we need it. How's this city doing? It's -2 amenities. The city's 34 production. A spaceport would take 79 turns in this city. That's a little ridiculous. Oh, we could actually build the Great Zimbabwe. That's cool. We'd have to get rid of a mine to do so. What would it provide us with? It would provide us with an additional trade route capacity. It would provide +5 gold. Okay, so it's not the greatest. What do we want to invest in here? Let's get started with a bank. More money is always good. We've got a trader from Cologne here. Let's send that guy to Buenos Aires, actually. Good, nice little road hooked up there. Go ahead and get a mine here. We still have muskets and we can't upgrade them yet, so I'm holding off a little bit on a war with Mombasa Congo, or with the Congo Empire, because they have the most advanced troops so far, but they do actually have a smaller army. We should be able to pound them pretty, we should be able to take a lot of their stuff from a naval side of things. But then that leaves us... it leaves us kind of exposed for the areas of Australia that I captured. John Curtin made peace with Pedro. Okay, good for them. Alright. Civics, what do we want next? Let's look at the big picture, guys. Rapid deployment. Oh, what's this? Towards air units and towards all carriers. All carriers? There's only one type of carrier. Okay, rapid deployment. Bonus production to atomic and information era melee and ranged units. So that's useful for late game. Space Race provides plus 15% bonus production towards Space Race projects if it either has a military academy or a seaport. That's actually kind of useful. Especially considering both of those provide production now. I think I might actually go for conservation, just so we can use some of that. Maybe, just maybe, we can get a national park. Use some of that faith up. Is an entertainment complex a stupid idea in Aachen? You know what? I think it may not be. Especially if we say put it here. Would that work? Or right here? How about right here? Because then I think it'll reach Seoul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it would reach Seoul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should just reach Yerevan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would not reach Buenos Aires. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy that tile and drop one down. It's going to take forever. It may not even affect us at all in the entire game, but let's do it. And as for this place, let's go ahead and get that spaceport down. And I think I was going to choose this tile here. Get a nice adjacency bonus when we're finished. Do we want to bother with... All these techs are not that expensive anymore. They're only like 10 turns a piece. And we're currently in the lead. Could build a spaceport. Gonna take like 70 turns though. What happens if Yerevan builds a spaceport? Yerevan is incapable of building a spaceport. No suitable location to zone this district. How is that the case? What if I was to buy this tile? Yeah, all of a sudden this is a good place for it. Let's drop one. It would be 60 turns to finish. To the best of my knowledge, there's no civic that can speed that up. $69 turns here. Atusa. 60 turns again. Yeah, Hattusa would actually be the better choice. It has higher production. Well, since the game doesn't care about practical things like snow, we can put it in the tundra. At least place it in the tundra. And then we can... Shipyard would give +4 production. It takes 10 turns to build. An encampment... An encampment would actually be quite useful. Placing it here would remove the woods. Okay. Let's actually purchase a... Can we just build a builder instead, maybe? Let's build a builder. It'll take 5 turns. We can clear the forest. That should help a little bit towards the construction. Maybe we can clear a few forests here as well, like this one. And this military engineer. You can build an airbase somewhere for us. You know what? Let's build an airbase in the frozen north of the Viking continent there. So do we want to build any... What do we want to build here then? For now, let's drop an aerodrome here. We'll do that for the time being. Birmingham will start building mines. Sure, we'll get started on a stadium. Trader in Aachen is done. Let's send that one to Buenos Aires. Start boosting that spaceport. We'll have to see just how 80 production now. That's quite impressive. Can we get it any more than that? We'll have to see. I also probably threw away a prime opportunity to switch out, yeah, I tossed a great opportunity to switch out my policies and get something a bit better. Alright, what time, which tech do we want next year? If we do replaceable parts, we'll finally get infantry, which is good, and it actually leads directly to nuclear fission. So I guess that's an easy enough choice. Alright, Yervin would actually get +6 production if we were to build a shipyard. Yeah, let's get the shipyard done first in Yervin. Military Academy's not too long. Let's do Military Academy here. Oh, here's a question. Does Buenos Aires have a Military Academy? It does not. How long is that going to take? That's going to take 6 turns. You know what? Let's do that first. Let's get that out of the way. It's going to provide some hammers for the spaceport. And that'll be good. Is there any reason to trade with foreign powers right now? Not really, except for gaining influence. So I guess we'll just send the trade route to Seville. And this guy, we'll send him off somewhere in the Congo. Or possibly to Madrid. Madrid's a decent choice. Though I think I'm advanced. Canberra would be a very good choice. Yeah, Canberra is actually the best choice. Placement there for my spy. We only have 1 out of 5 operatives active. Let's get a farm down. Or, yeah, a farm! How about a mine? A mine might be better than a farm right now. There we go. So we got our mine down there. Next. Oh, Rome's building power plants. Good for them. Congo built an archaeological museum. Also good for them. That's potentially a problem. Pedro's apparently ahead of me again in terms of tech. We are catching up with the Congo, though. Let's build an archaeological museum here in the tundra. And let's not focus exclusively on production because the people will starve. And that would be very, very unfortunate. Alright, trade routes. This seems as good as any other trade route. Repeat it. You go over there and improve the rice. We should probably look into Big Bend, see if it's possible to build that anywhere. I probably threw away the only spot I could build it in my entire empire with this aerodrome. Assuming that Big Ben is still in play. No, I think I saw that it was not. Yeah, the Spanish built it. Okay, so that's fine. Well, I would have liked it, but we can make do without it. Congo's denouncing us. I'm sorry, do you actually have a bigger army than me, sir? No, you don't. Who has a bigger army than me? Harold. Whatever. Harold's a joke. I kind of want to get into a really short war with the Congo just to nab as many cities of theirs as I can. I might actually be able to get away with it too. Say, nab 3 or 4 coastal cities and then just settle and take Canberra as well. I could even get a casus belli for it. Get a little bit of an itchy trigger finger here. I do want to get into another war. Valencia. Let's focus on... Let's actually send that one to Yerevan. Let's focus on just building up those cities that are going to have spaceports as best as we can. Particularly Buenos Aires. Oh. We need to switch this back because we're going to clear that forest. So flip back. And chop the forest. It only gives us 2 turns, which kind of sucks, but... Oh well. So now we can switch back to the military academy. Got a farm here. We do have that Casus Belli. I think I'm actually going to use it now. I'm getting a little impatient. So, we still have a pretty nasty war penalty here, but you know what? Why not? Going to war with him would be worth it. If you say so, man. I think I'm going to correct your path with a few battleships. Oh, also, I'm taking your worker. Because submarines are pirate ships. That didn't do as much as I thought it would. That's a little better. This may go a little slower than I thought it would. Oh well. So these guys definitely need an upgrade now. We'll get one in the next turn or so. And we'll see just what sort of army they send our way. Now we require some oil. Where is all the oil anyway? Oh, we have some off the coast of Cologne. But we need the plastics tech for it. And we have some more over here, but again, we need the plastics tech for it. We should really get that jade repaired as well. Okay, next. Let's see what kind of terrible things they can rain down upon us. They can move their artillery. Alright. I should get Hansa as well if I can. It looks like a very good city. Hey, we got a boost for synthetic materials. Nice. And we've got replaceable parts. So let's push ahead into nuclear fission territory. Try to grab ourselves combined arms. Where's that military engineer off? Where is that military engineer I sent off? Where is he? There he is. Okay, so a few more turns there. Means what do we want here? Let's work on a hangar for now. I guess we'll send a trade route to Hansa for more production. Let's send a trade route to the Vikings, to the Norwegians rather, just for some cultural influence for now. Alright, this guy, he can build a mine. Sure, Berlin can repeat its trade route. Oh, we can bombard. Perfect. Can do a good job while we're bombarding too. Nice. Apparently the field cannon did our job for us. Very good. You can be upgraded. I guess we just throw everything we've got at this city's defenses. So it's 125 now out of 200, so it's going to take a while, but it will come down. And we'll finish a nice little triangle of food here so that Birmingham can start growing. And we'll send this guy with his one little charge over to grab that aluminum. And John Curtin wants a bunch of resources. God, he wants everything for 9 gold. No, buddy. No, no. They're finally building a spaceport. But they're doing so in a city that I'm hopefully going to take. Alright, choose production in Hattusa. Yeah, we were going to build a spaceport here as well. Get to work on the power plant. Right, I was going to chop that forest. And Berlin. I guess get started on the stadium. You guys can build a builder. Starting to do some damage to that city. Let's just fire on Canberra and do like no damage. Let's leave that guy where he is for now. Congo's denounced Australia. Well, given their history, that's not surprising. Yeah. We can switch out some of these policies now. I don't think we need to do integrated space cell yet, nor do we actually have integrated space cell yet. We could drop in international waters if we want to. I feel like things are gonna go belly up if I get rid of mediocrity. Resource management, no thanks, not right now. Let's try switching public works and mediocrity. Let's try that for now. We'll see how that works. 5-year plan I like, this I like, this I like. This one provides a little bit of production and a decent amount of gold. This one provides production and science, and this provides bonus science. Discount off of units, we need that. Levée en masse, we definitely need that. Grand Armée, that's going to continue to be useful for a while. Veterancy is going to help getting those encampments up. Yeah, let's stick with this for now. But let's go back in here and let's see what our legacy bonus is right now. So we would get a 1% bonus right now if we were to switch to democracy. Alright, so we can do cultural heritage, nuclear program. Let's look at the big picture. Our goal is globalization. We did lose a lot of culture per turn by dropping that one. By dropping mediocrity, but we're still doing okay. Let's work on rapid deployment, because I think I'm about to boost that. Yeah, this guy right here. I think we'll boost it just by doing this. Continent none. Verdun versus Okay. So Buenos Aires. 25 turns to build the spaceport. That's pretty good. So let's get to work on the spaceport. Over here, let's queue up the spaceport. That's going to be 57 turns, quite a bit more. We'll chop the forest. We'll see if we can get a little bit more out of that. This city's ready to go now. Let's actually do a builder there for now. I know it seems weird, but I would like to get those blank tiles filled in with something. And also, I don't plan on doing any sort of land fighting. I plan on just letting the cities defend themselves. And I'm hoping that'll work. Alright, so send points to Carthage, send envoys to Carthage. And let's just blast the city. Down to 55. Garrison strength or fortification strength. Good. Let's actually transfer this one to Yervin. Yeah, we'll move this to Yervin. And we'll help it with its spaceport. Heidelberg, sure. That one provided decent, it provided decent production and a little bit of food. We'll gain some sources here. So our spy missions are going to take a while, but we don't really have many spies right now, so it's probably not worth it to mess with our policies at the moment. battleship's ready for promotion. Yeah, but we used him this turn. Okay. So I think I'll do one more turn, guys, and then I will put down a cut. And we'll continue on in the next episode. And we'll see if we can get both our research and our civic boosted with this one air base right here. Let's see if we can do it. Well, that boosted rapid deployment. I don't know why it didn't boost combined arms. It's an airstrip. It's interesting that it didn't do that. Alright, this city... Get to work on a shipyard. Excuse me. Alright. Oh, their defenses are so close to being down. I think we can take that city next turn, guys. Yeah, there's no way we can do it this turn. Let's clear this forest out. That knocked a few turns off the spaceport. Just do the standard boring trip to Buenos Aires. Again. And I guess we'll just attack Canberra's defenses again and do nothing. Alright, and that's going to do it for this episode, folks. So, spaceports are coming along quite well here. At least Buenos Aires is. The other ones we're not actually even building at the moment. Well, we're building the Hattusa one. It's coming along slowly. If we were to divert resources, we could get it up to 50 production in that city. Buenos Aires is sitting at a redonkulous 97 production, mostly from outgoing trade routes. We can get it up to 104 if we focus entirely on production. So I guess we'll focus entirely on production there then. So where's all this production coming from? Mostly worked tiles, a bit from buildings, 10 from the Hansa. We have plus 20% modifiers, and we're losing 4.5 from amenities. Alright. Cool. Well, anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna stop the video here for now. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. And I'll see you guys next time.